Hello and welcome to the lecture on selectors. So let's understand how to create selectors. Okay, these are nothing but the rules that you write on your web page. So let's create a folder. We'll try to understand different types of selectors that you can create. So I'm gonna create each selector one file. Okay, so that when you want to refer it back, you understand how many types of selectors that we have. Okay, so I'm gonna name it from 1 to 12 selectors that we're going to see here. All right, so let's write the selectors first. So I'm going to open my brackets here. All right, so let's open our file selector.html. So I'm going to copy paste the basic boilerplate here. All right, so let's start writing a selector. So how do you write a selector? Okay, so let me show you the syntax first, then we're going to start writing the selectors, all different types of selectors. So the name of the selector is like this. We have seen this previously, how to write CSS. So the name of the selector is basically nothing but the name, okay, where this rule should be applied. And inside the selector you have something called as property colon whatever the value of it, and this is called as declaration. Okay, and then you can have multiple properties. If there's one property 1 and value 1, okay, you end with a semicolon and then you call this as a declaration. This is the selector and this is the declaration. So whenever I'm gonna refer to a declaration or property, I'm gonna say this is how the declaration looks like. And when we talk about selectors, you can say the first selector or h1 selector is nothing but the rules that you apply onto tags, or you can write your custom selectors and then you apply them on the HTML tags. So this is nothing but how you basically write a selector and what are the terminologies that we use and what is called as selector and what is called as declaration, and inside selector what is a property and what is a value. All right, so let's start writing the selector. So we're going to convert this into CSS comments, right? So let's write our first selector. So I'm applying the rule on the h1 tag, okay, because we have an h1 tag here, and I'm saying color is red. Okay, this is h1 is called as selector, the color is called as property, and the value is red. Right, similarly for p tag we will apply the property of font weight as bold. Okay, let's open this file. You can do the live preview as well, and you can see the heading is red and paragraph is bold. The most important thing you have to learn is how to create a selector and what is the naming convention of it. This is called a selector, this is called as property, this is called as a value, this is called as a declaration. The declaration is complete property colon value is a declaration. You can write multiple declaration by ending each declaration with a semicolon. All right, so we have seen this. So next we will continue looking at other selectors as well. So let's create another selector.